For the second chase race of season number 10, the Gatorade Cup Series heads to the Michigan International Speedway for the running of the Pure Michigan 400. Carter Friesen, who comes in as the points leader, starts on pole for today's race. Outside of him, second is the winner of last race, Jake Richardson, in car number 15. In third place, we have Ryan Brommer. Fourth, it's Luke Rainey. Running out the top five, Riley Sprotube in the 26th. His teammate Max Aronson starts in 6th. 7th place, we have Sebastian Kukulan. 8th, it's Diego Yepez. In 9th, it's Griffin Lincoln for the Michigan sweep this season. And running out the top 10, second in points, Nathan Stapleton in the 16. For the rest of the field, there's Anthony Nez. Inside of him, Anthony Fox in the 38 car. Then we have Jonathan Beeford with J.J. Reed in the 46. Then there's Edwin Mendez and Jose Mills the 27, with Jeff Bright and Steve Morgan the 35. Then we have Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Jay Jefferson the 78. Then Riley Sampson and Justin Zidell in the 10 car. With TJ Henley picked up his first ever Gatorade Cup Series win here in season number 4. Patrick Smith, who is outside the 24. Then Casey Nanico with Marshall Burrow in the 95. Along with Roman Fenway and Scott Gregory the 14. Then there's Carson Bowers and Kashawn Richardson, with Derek Hamill and Eli Brighton the 88. And with Cole Luigi and Levi Shones, Anson and Charlebois, Isaac Nichols, Adam Garcia and Michael Gregory, Dale Lightning and Trey Rainey. And in the final row, Marcus Sanchez starts 41st, lowest of our chasers. And in 42nd, subbing in the 31 for the second straight season, William Seaman driving the 31 in the chase, subbing for William Bullen. There is our 42 car field at Michigan for the second of 12 chase races in season number 10. Our points leader starts on the pole for this race. Let's go on track side and fire these Cup engines up for racing at the 2-mile Michigan Oval.
Drivers, start your engines!
42 engines come to life in Michigan for our second of 12 chase races in season number 10. This is the Pure Michigan 400. Coming into this race, Carter Friesen has the points lead. By the way, starts on the pole. And by the way, his first ever Gatorade Cup Series win came here back in season number 5. In that same season, he had a terrible crash down the backstretch off turn number 2. He's hoping everything goes right here today. He can keep the points lead and possibly win another race at Michigan. Second in points is Nathan Stapleton. Marcus Sanchi holds third. Jose Mills in fourth. And running at the top 5 in points is Jay Jefferson. 6th in points is Anthony Fox. 7th is Adam Garcia. 8th, we have Griffin Lynn. In 9th in points is Dale Lightning. And running out the top 10 in points, it is Riley Sprotube, Riley Sampson, and Marshall Burrow down at the bottom of the points list. We'll see if they can recover. 30 laps at Michigan in the Pure Michigan 400 to the green flag. Friesen steps on the gas early, and we're racing in Michigan. Riley Sprotube driving the fire in this first lap, but to the inside goes Kukulan side by side. Lap 1! Too close to call on first lap. Give it to Riley Sprotube on the outside lane. Lynn, the winner of this race earlier in the season, inside for lead in turn 1. Didn't take him long right there. He started towards the back after the top 10. Now to the lead down the back stretch on lap number 2. Marshall 95 pounds the wall of turn till a drop back in 42nd. Meanwhile, at the front, Griffin Lynn to the front in the 7. But to the inside, another chaser, Anthony Fox, the 38 car. Fox looks lonely as they come out turn 4, side by side again, back to the line. Fox with the draft on the inside, Lynn on the outside is the advantage, still a stripe. Too close to call again on lap number 2. Yeah, this could be how the finish of the race goes if they keep racing like this. It's been crazy so far. Fox to the lead, he led the lap. J.J. Reed moves to second, Edwin Mendez to third. Fourth place now Steve Morgan, the 35. Some cars starting to fade back in the outside, down the backstretch. Front few get clear in single file as Fox tries to fend off Reed, who makes the big move to the inside lane. Reed for the top spot, and here comes Steve Morgan, the 35. The one of Jonathan Buford with him. Buford goes to the inside, 3 wide. At the stripe, J.J. Reed leads the third lap of the race. Look at the run for Buford, a big push on the inside. Here comes Ryan Brommer, the 6 out of line as well. Brommer won the truck race just a few days ago. 3 wide, he goes out of line. Jonathan Buford, the big run for the lead on J.J. Reed as they go through 1 and 2. Off 2 and down the backstretch. Reed to the front. Cars go 3 wide. They're scraping the wall, but they're still keeping it straight. Reed to the front. Buford to the inside. Here comes Ryan Brommer, the 6 back out of line 3 wide. Brommer won the truck race 2 days ago at Michigan, looking to win the cup race here today. Buford, the whole lead off turn 4. Brommer takes it to the inside. Side by side to lead the 4th lap. Jonathan Buford on the outside does it there. About half a car length over the 6. Justin Zeidel, the 6's pusher. 3 pink race cars for breast cancer awareness October month. On the inside, push each other. It's Brommer, Zeidel, and Hanley. They come off the corner. Brommer leads Zeidel to the inside. Well, that time by, I think the one got the wall a lot bigger than what has been happening in the past few laps. Look at Hanley, look at 3 wide out of line. He won this exact race in the chase in Season 4. He was a chaser then. This season, it's not been living up to par for TJ Hanley, but he's going for the lead at the track where he got his first ever Gatorade Cup Series win. It took him nearly 4 full seasons to get it done. He leads lap number 5 of the race. Luke Ray in the 2 is out of line with Scott Gregory the 14. Through 1 and 2, this pack is getting crazy. Yellow flag could happen at any moment without the racing. Look at Luke, look into the inside. Scott Gregory goes even lower down the backstretch. Scott Gregory side by side with Luke Ray for P2 as TJ Hanley pulls away in the lead. Gregory with a nice run to the inside, grabs second away. Can he get to Hanley for the lead? He's there to the inside. Can he come out the corner and lead this lap? Big move out of the 14. Scott Gregory leads lap 6 of the race. Here comes Carson Barris, 19 to the inside. Levi Schoen's his pusher. Schoen's a nice run to the back of the 19 to turn 1. 48 Isaac Nichols out of line 3 wide on the bottom. As Bowers trying to get to the lead off Scott Gregory. He's trying to clear through 1 and 2. He'll take it away. Bowers to the front in Michigan. Levi Schoen's behind him. And here comes 200 more sports cars. Eli Bright, his pusher, his teammate Isaac Nichols. Nichols with the helmet cam today. Let's go aboard, see what he's seen as he's racing in this pack. Protect the move of the 22 Garcia. He goes 3 wide to the lead. Garcia, a chaser to the front in Michigan. Here comes Dale Lemming, another chaser 3 wide. Craziness at the front of the field. This is the same package they used earlier in the season at Michigan, which produced some crazy racing and only 1 yellow flag somehow. This time, though, Nichols might be the first yellow flag of the race. He went really wide through 1 and 2 up against the wall. Off 2, he barely gets the wall. He keeps it straight. Trey ready for Leon. Dale Lightning down the backstretch. And Michael Gregory goes 3 wide. Gregory won yesterday's Target Series race. He was in the Target Series chase when he won it. He's a Gatorade Cup Series champ. He knows how to get the victory lane in this series. He moves to the front of lap number 9. He'll lead the 9th lap of the race. Fitzwater to the end of the 9 car. Help from Marcus Sauchi comes in 3rd in the point standings. Already at the front, 4 wide. They go back there. In the middle of it, Casey Nacko, Jay Jefferson, Nathan Stimpson, JJ Reed fall back to the 46 on the way outside lane. Scott Gregory falls him up there. Reed pounds the wall, down to Luke Rainey, into the wall, around goes Griffin Lynn! A chaser spins middle of the pack! Does he get hit? He does by Riley Sampson! And Edwin Mendez at the end, sledgehammers the 7 car! 2 chasers get damaged, our first yellow flag of the race, racing it back around, Fitzwater at the front! Here comes Seaman from 42nd start position to 2nd, Fitzwater leads at the 3rd way mark of the race, Seaman 2nd, and the whole pack gets a breather now as long as they don't wreck under this yellow flag. First yellow flag of the Pure Michigan 400 is a big one as 2 championship contenders have crashed towards the back of the lead group. Griffin Lynn and Riley Sampson are the 2 chasers to get damage in this. Edwin Mendez as well, a non-chaser. He hit the 7 towards the end. Mendez on pit road with a ton of damage, Lynn with a ton of rear end damage, and Riley Sampson might have some nose damage after hitting the 7 car. Let's see what happens. Griffin Lynn spins around off turn number 2 and collects another chaser, Riley Sampson. Where this crash is going to start is right here, this 4 wide, how they're all kind of spread out right there. JJ Reed up the racetrack. 3 wide barely works here. 4 wide is definitely the nail in the coffin. Right there, 46 into the wall, comes down. He's going to catch Luke Rains. Luke tries to let off. He just barely gets into the 46. Down to Jake Rich, and then Griffin Lynn is the one that goes spinning down the backstretch. He comes up, and right here, Riley Sampson, a chaser, going to hit him right there, and then up the racetrack into the 11, Edwin Mendez. That is the one that did the most damage to the 7 car. I think with that 40 hit, he still would have been fine, but with that 11, coming in the outside, nailing the rear end of the 7 car. That is what did the most damage. You saw Luke Rank try to let the 46 in line. It just wasn't enough. And Riley Spurley, but Chasers back here did a great job slowing it down and getting behind the outside. Carter freezing our points leaders back there. I think that was Jose Mills I saw. Marshall Burrow flew through it. There were a lot of Chasers back there that could have been involved. Yeah, look at that. 27 car. Points leader 34, 26. A lot of these Chasers were back here. And only 2 of them got some damage. And even Riley Sampson's damage wasn't that bad. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is a non-chaser out in front in the Pure Michigan 400. They're obviously staying on the racetrack. Fitzwater the race lead in our second chase race of the season. Coming back to the restart, lap number 15 will be a lap before halfway when we get back going in Michigan. We mentioned some of the big storylines like TJ Hanley. It could possibly be a great day for him to get his first victory of season number 10. He's raced every single race in the Gatorade Cup Series. Hasn't won yet this season. Be a great way to possibly get his first win of the season at the track where he got his first ever win. That's not going to happen. Header issue under this caution flag has put the 23 out. And another Toyota teammate for the 23, Edwin Mendez, out from that crash. They say it's because of a tire, but I have to assume that was more crash damage. There's a lot more going on in the 11 car than a tire issue. 40 cars are on the lead lap. The last 3 of them are Chasers. Griffin Lynn, Riley Sampson, and Marshall Burrow, 2 of which are down already at the bottom of the points. I mean, the 40 car came with only 2 points. Burrow came with only 1 point. They're at the back of the field right now as, once again, Fitzwater leads the race in the 9 car. William Seaman from 42nd up to 2nd. 7 for William Bullen. Marcus Hutch from the 41st start position to 3rd. 4th, Roman Funway. Trey Rainey rang out the top 5. We're back green at Michigan. Fitzwater with a great jump. He gets away from Seaman on the restart. Yeah, Seaman, I think, was left sleeping there. Maybe spun the tires a little bit. See if Sachi wants to make the move or if he's even close enough to make the move. Fox out flying. One of our Chasers from 6th to 4th on the first lap, first turn. Fox looking for 3rd. What a great restart for the 38 car. He wants that position badly because that is the highest Chaser spot. Marcus Hutcher right now the highest Chaser in the 17. He started last of the Chasers. And we're halfway done this time by. Coming around to complete the 15th lap of the race. It'll be 15 laps to go in the Pure Michigan 400. We've only had 1 car flag so far, as it's Zachary Fitzwater leading the way, but in hot pursuit is William Seaman, Anthony Fox, and Levi Shones. Michael Gregory as well coming on the bottom of the race. Off to turn 1. Fitzwater holds the lead. Seaman trying to get in the draft to get a push from behind, but Fox wants the 2nd position. 38's been on fire since the restart to the inside. He's there. Can't get by. Down the backstretch. Seaman shuts the door down low. Shones looking for 3rd now on Fox to turn 3. Can Fox get down? No. Shones is down there. Here comes Levi to the inside. Last season's champion. Has not had a great season. Can he win his first of the season at Michigan? To the inside, grab 3rd away. Here comes Seaman on the back of Fitzwater. 14 to go and still the 9 leading the race. Eli Bright 3 wide on Michael Gregory and Anthony Fox. Eli's had a miserable stretch of the season. He was in the chase comfortably just about 3-4 races to go, but fell outside the chase at the last possible moment. He's up to 4th now looking for his 3rd triumph of the season as Seaman wants another win, subbing in the 31 car. Inside of Fitzwater and Eli Bright jumps low with them, side by side for 1st and side by side for 3rd. Eli Bright takes 3rd, Seaman takes the lead. And here comes the 20, Derek Hamill on the inside. Derek Bouchard was won this race earlier this season, driving the 20 car. He's giving the push to the 80 of Eli Bright, big push. 300 cars at the bottom of the racetrack, 88, 48, and 24. Eli Bright clears the lead. Here comes Hamill, the 20. He looks low. Here comes Patrick Smith, the 24. And he wins something for Nathan Ormond. And Isaac Nichols trying to win for the 48 car. Down the backstretch, 3 wide, goes Smith to the front. Patrick Smith, the 24, makes the big move on the inside. He'll grab the top spot away in Michigan. His teammate Nichols moves to 2nd behind him, coming to 12 to go. Adam Garcia, Chaser, barely missed out winning this race earlier in the season. He's up to 3rd, 12 to go. Look at Jeff Bright, another 100 car on the inside. 3rd on the inside, moving forward as Nichols moves to the front. And last time when Nichols lost lead to the 22 of Adam Garcia, it's the 22 of Adam Garcia to the inside again. Eli Bright knocked the wall down on turn 2 exit, but kept it straight. Garcia, side by side with Nichols to turn number 3. How about the 5 of Jeff Bright, looking for his 2nd win of the season. Dale Lightning 47 is there on the inside. Casey Nanico, Nathan Stapleton came in 2nd in the points with Friesen not having a great day. Can Stapleton take over the points lead. 11 laps left in our 2nd chase race of season 10. Garcia led the lap. Jeff Bright to the inside, turn 1. And Casey Nichols never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. To the inside will move to 2nd. And now for the lead. Nanico to the front in Michigan, looking for the first ever win in the Gatorade Cup Series. Nathan Stapleton won the Southern 500 a few races ago, got him into the chase. He moves to third, looking for the lead, 3 wide. And Jay Jefferson comes in, 5th in the point standings. He's won here at Michigan before in a 3 wide pass on the last lap. Jefferson to third, looking for more down the front stretch. 10 laps to go, they're 4 wide. Jake Richard, the winner of last race, goes 4 wide. The 5 of Jeff Bright into the wall into turn 1. He'll drop back. Are they still 4 wide? Jeff Bright went at the track. Casey Necker went at the racetrack. Who might get into the wall and cause an accident? Richardson for the lead as they kept it straight. Jake Richardson looking for 2 straight Gatorade Cup Series wins. Gets to second, but now Max Anderson out of line. Anderson for the lead. Can he get there? Trying to get to the end of 16, Nathan Stapleton. They come out turn 4. Nathan holds the lead for now. 9 laps to go this time by in Michigan. Stapleton holds the lead. Now they go 3 wide. Anderson forced middle lane as Hamilton 20 jumps low. 4 wide again further back in the field. This time Zidell, the hometown kid, in the middle of it all. Driver the helmet cam. Isaac Nichols in the middle of it. Casey Necker, Jeff Bright top. Jake Jefferson's up there. 78 pounded the wall. Sold the 43. And it backed out the top lane. Everyone gets by okay. Jones in the 21 for the lead. Come to 8 to go this time by. Roman Fenway's never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. He's up on the inside lane. Looking on Jones. This time by 8 laps to go in Michigan. These Gatorade Cup Series drivers have put on a show. It's been a crazy show thus far. Fenway to the front. 8 to go. Trey Rainey, the 18. He led on the final restart here earlier in the season, but he dropped back. Never could contend for the win. What can he do this time at Michigan? As we're coming down to 7 to go in the Pure Michigan 4, our second chase race of the season has been unpredictable one. No chasers currently inside the top 5 or high chasers. Anthony Fox back in 7th. Eli Bright and Trey Rainey go side by side. These two have had history before. Now they're battling for the win with 7 to go. Eli Bright pushed clear by Justin Zidell, the 10 car. Zidell, native of Michigan, trying to win his home track in the Gatorade Cup Series. He moves to 2nd. Yepes behind him in 32 moves to 3rd. Fenway scraped the wall, but still clean. Eli Bright, Justin Zidell, they're clear 1st and 2nd. Do they want to stay like that? Is Zidell going to want to make a move? The 10 looks to the inside, the 88. He's there. 6 to go, this time by in Michigan. Eli Bright, Justin Zidell, side by side. Zidell led, 6 to go. Justin Zidell, the 10 car, moves by to the front. Fitzwater led the restart, dominated after the restart. He moves back up to 2nd. Garcia goes 3 wide again. I gotta say, for handing out awards after the race, most aggressive driver award goes to Adam Garcia. He's been making moves during this race. He's in the chase. He needs to make these moves. 3 wide for 3rd. And he's bringing cars on the inside with him like Kukulon, like Steve Morgan. Fitzwater clears to the front, coming around this time by 5 to go in Michigan. And the yellow flag would end the Pure Michigan 400 early. And I say that because of how they're racing. Adam Garcia has been the most aggressive. Can't make an aggressive move for the lead here in case a yellow flag comes out. They're racing 3 wide in the pack. Adam Garcia looks low and Fitzwater. If a yellow flag comes out, this gets them up pretty. Cars scrape the wall, but it's not bad enough to cause a crash right now. They are side by side at the front of the field. How about Steve Morgan? Coming in the 35 cars, never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. Can he break that here today? We talked about J.J. Reed this season. How the 46 never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. Steve Morgan driving the 35. He's been under the radar. That car's never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. They're 4 wide for 2nd with 4 to go. Scott Gregory made the big move. Fitzwater up against the wall, almost into it. They get back down to 3 wide for now. Cars are slicing and dicing, trying to get all around this racetrack. Fitzwater against the wall. If he hits it, comes down, causes a crash. Oh, 88 going around. That's going to be it. The yellow flag is out. Who wins the race? Back around to the start finish line to win this race. Scott Gregory holds the lead. Anthony and his teammate go side by side with them. Back around to the line. Who wins in Michigan? Stuart Haas racing side by side back to the stripe. The winner's going to be Hernandez or Scott Gregory. Gregory gets on the outside to win. They were 3 wide, and the only reason Hernandez did not win this race because Nicholas made the 3 wide move to try and win himself. Scott Gregory is going to get his first ever Gatorade Cup Series win at the Michigan International Speedway as he led the field back to the yellow flag. And once again, no chaser is going to win here today. So that's with 3 to go. Scott Gregory back in front. He's going to win as long as nothing goes wrong. How about that? Points leader Carter Friesen involved in this as Eli Bright went for a wild ride down the backstretch. It ends the race under the yellow flag. You'll see this off turn number 2. Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. is up top, 4 wide. He's going to get the wall, come down. Eli Bright's going to be the instant bystander that he's going to get down into right there. Down from him, Eli tries to check up, gets into him, into Jake Richardson up to the wall, and then the 30 of Anthony Fox finishes him off, spinning him around front of the field. Cars get low and get by. Carson Barrett's the first to make contact with the 88. Carter Friesen comes in trying to gain all these spots. It's not good for him as he hits the 88 hard. Gets the 34 front-end damage. And for Carter Friesen, went from leading the points, it could be down now. He's probably going to get 1 point here today. So for Carter Friesen, not a good race here. Michigan Eli Bright sitting on the backstretch. He'll be done for the day. Ends the race early, and what possibly would have happened if we went green the rest of the way? Because we had some craziness going on. We had some drivers come towards the front there late in the race. There's going to be a show for sure. But in the end, Stuart Haas Racing drivers Scott Gregory and Anthony just battled back to the line. The only reason the Ford did not win this race is because his past car, Isaac Nichols, made the move 3 wide. It broke the Ford's momentum, and Scott Gregory leads the race back to the line. He'll win in Michigan as he has to go around 4 more rounds to win. We'll come back at the checker flag for the driver of the 14 car. I believe I'm right in saying this, but coming into the season, the 48 and the 14 were the winningest numbers in Gatorade Cup Series history, tied. The 48 of Isaac Nichols went out and won Kentucky, broke that tie, got the 48 into the top winning number. But now Scott Gregory is going his first of the season in the 14, and I believe it's going to put the 48 and the 14 back in a tie for the winningest Gatorade Cup Series number in history. Back to the start-finish line. Scott Gregory has never won a Gatorade Cup Series race until today. Michigan is getting another first-time winner to its resume. Checker flag in the air. Scott Gregory is a winner in the Gatorade Cup Series as he wins the Pure Michigan 400 at the Michigan International Speedway. Stuart Haas Racing 1-2 today as Anthony Nez ends up in second. Crazy race at the end. 2 cautions, 1 to end it early. Let's go see the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Pure Michigan 400 at the Michigan International Speedway. 2 caution flags for 7 laps. 1 ended the race under the yellow flag. 19 lead changes, 16 different drivers led laps here today in Michigan. That definitely could have been higher if we stayed green to the end. Scott Gregory, though, he's loving that. Ended under the yellow flag. He gets his first ever Gatorade Cup Series win in the chase race at Michigan. Anthony Ness, his teammate, so close yet so far to his first of the season. He ends up in second. Isaac Nichols tried to get the 48 back to victory lane, but he ends up in third. Fourth for Steve Morgan, and Colucci quietly moves up to fifth there at the finish. Justin Zeidel, great day for him as home track. He ends up in 6th. Sure would have loved a victory, but still a great result. Our highest chaser ended up in 7th. So how about that? Top 6 non-chaser. 7th place, Adam Garcia was our highest chaser. He gets 12 points. Diego Yepes 8th. Marcus Satcher, next highest chaser, in 9th. And Sebastian Kukulon rounds out the top 10. How about that? Only 2 chasers end up inside the top 10 today. Jake Richardson looked for 2 in a row this season. Ends up in 11th, though. Zachary Fitzgerald led the most laps, 8. He ends up in 12th with a damaged race car. Dale Lettinger, our next highest chaser, in 13th. Jose Mills 14th. Max Anderson 15th. Ryan Brommer 16th. Anthony Fox 17th. Levi Jones 18th. Trey Ray 19th. And William Seaman, subbing for William Bowen, ends up inside the top 20 and 20th. How about that? Inside the top 20, Anthony Fox was our lowest chaser. We only had 5 chasers inside the top 20 here at Michigan. As we look down 21st to 40th, Patrick Smith, Derek Hamill, Michael Gregory, 3 non-chasers, 21st to 23rd. Nathan Steele was our next chaser in 24th. Riles Bertuba chaser 25th. Erwin Fenway 26th. Kashawn Richardson 27th. Casey Nackle 28th. Jay Jefferson 29th to chaser. And Jonathan Buford 30th. Jeff Bright 31st. Carson Barris 32nd. Marsh Burrow chaser 33rd. Luke Ray 34th. Anthony Charbot 35th. JJ Reed 36th. Riley Sampson a chaser in 37th. 38th another chaser Griffin Lynn. Carter Friesen our lowest chaser in 39th. He came in as the points there. He definitely falls greatly in the points with a last place chase finisher today. He started on the pole in this race, but it was not a great day for the 34. Eli Bright out of the race in 40th. And T. Henley mechanical issues put him out, and Edwin Mendez out for the first crash in 42nd. At the right side are the point standings, and Marcus Sachi takes a hold of the points lead. He currently has 21 points. It's been a great chase so far for the 17 driver, only 2 of 12 in. We still have 10 races to go to crown a champion. For Carter Friesen, it was a bad day, but he had the added benefit of, hey, I finished first in Richmond of the chasers, so I had a decent buffer. Fell a little bit, but still in contention. But you have Marcus Sachi leading the points, and they have a slew of drivers with 18 points, like Jose Mills has 18 points. You have Nathan Stapleton with 18. You have Adam Garcia with 18. So a lot of drivers there are close together. You have Dale Letting with 14 points. You have Jay Jefferson with 13 points. You also have Carter Friesen with 13 points. Anthony Fox has 15. He's been quiet, so still a lot of drivers left in the race, and still 10 races left. I mean, it could change intensely. I mean, Marshall Brewer only has 5 points. Riley Sampson has 5 points. They're down tied for last. They could easily flip it around in 10 races and go back and be fighting for the championship come Homestead. I mean, that's how crazy this format is. Keeps everyone kind of close together, within touch of each other, and all just depends on how you do during these next few races. And definitely this next race is going to be one of the biggest wild cards of the chase. We're going road racing in the Gatorade Cup Series Season 10 chase as we go to Watkins Glen for the AAA 350. I will see you guys then.